You are exactly where you need to be. Trust the path. Take a breath for a moment. Not to fix anything, not to figure anything out, just to arrive right here. Here's something simple and deeply freeing. You must be exactly where you need to be. If you weren't, you'd be somewhere else. There's no mistake happening right now, no cosmic misstep, no delay in your life. This moment, this place, this version of you is not accidental. I know this can be hard to hear sometimes, especially when life doesn't look how you imagined it would. Listen carefully. Life is not asking you to know how it all works. It's only asking you to participate honestly. You don't have to see the whole path. One of the biggest sources of stress in human life is the belief that we're supposed to see ahead, that we're supposed to know where this leads, how it resolves, how the dots connect, what to do next. But biologically, neurologically, that's not how we are designed. Your nervous system isn't built to run 10 miles ahead of your body. Science, but if we try to do that, science shows us this plainly. Clarity doesn't come from thinking harder, it comes from regulation. When the body feels safe, the mind organizes itself naturally. And when the mind is calm, intuition becomes audible. That's why forcing certainty never works. But following what feels alive does. Follow the joy, not as indulgence, but as a guidance. Joy isn't frivolous. Bliss isn't escapism. They're signals. Think of joy, excitement like a compass, not a reward. When something lights you up, energizes you, pulls you forward without pressure, that's not random. That's alignment. You don't need to ask, is this practical? Will this work? Does this make sense? You only need to ask, does this feel like life moving through me? Life already knows where it's going. So the science of direction without forcing. This is fascinating. Your subconscious mind is constantly scanning your environment, tracking patterns, adjusting behaviors, predicting outcomes without asking for your permission. It's solving problems before you're aware of them. Neville Goddard said this simply: assume the state, and the bridge of events will appear. Not because you micromanage reality, but because your identity reorganizes perception. When you trust the movement, your actions naturally line up with the destination. You don't pull the future towards you, you walk into it. Steiner says life unfolds through stages, not deadlines. He spoke often about development, not as something we control, but something we cooperate with. Just like you can't force a plant to grow faster by yelling at it, you can't rush consciousness by worrying. Each stage of life has its own intelligence, and resistance usually comes from trying to live a chapter that hasn't ripened yet. Your job is not to push life forward. Your job is to meet life where it's offering itself now. This moment is not preparation for your life. This is your life. You're being served exactly what you need. A truth that I understand that changes everything when it lands. You don't need to know why this is happening. You don't need to know how it resolves. You don't need to see the ending. You need to trust that what's showing up is training you. Sure, you can have an idea of the ending, but have no insistence on that ending and just trust that it's going to end the way it needs to. Training is your nervous system. Training is your discernment. Training is your presence. Nothing here is wasted. Even confusion has a purpose, especially confusion, because confusion slows you down enough to stop pretending you're in control. And that's where guidance enters. Certainty is not loud, it's quiet. Jesus didn't pray from desperation. He didn't beg. He didn't plead, help me. He spoke from knowing, not knowing the details, but knowing the source. The same certainty is available to you, not as belief, as state. And that state sounds like this. I don't need to force this. I don't need to chase. I don't need to rush. I will follow what feels true today and trust tomorrow will meet me. Or I will follow what feels true right now and trust that the next moment will meet me. The road will unfold like headlights at night. You can only see a few hundred feet in front of you, and the road unfolds. A simple practice you can do anywhere, daily if you want, right now. Pause, exhale slowly. Ask yourself, what feels like the next most alive step? Not the biggest, not the smartest, not the most impressive, just the most alive. Then do that without overthinking it. I think I need to clean my kitchen. I want to go to the coffee house. Whatever it is, I'm going to go for a walk. Whatever feels most alive, not the most pressing. Maybe that next alive step will put you with the person you needed to talk to, the person you needed to meet. Maybe it'll give you the idea that propels you to your next most alive moment. Just the most alive. Do that. That's how paths reveal themselves. Step by step, signal by signal, joy by joy, excitement following excitement, taking it, your joy, your excitement, your bliss as far as you can. And then moving to the next one. You are not behind. You are not off track. You are not missing anything. You are being guided, not by force, not by fear, but by resonance. Trust that. Go in love and peace with wisdom and understanding. Enjoy this day. I want to do my daily spoken integration practice one more time. Exhale. What feels like the next most alive step? Remember, not the biggest, not the smartest, just the truest. Go do that. Have fun.